A girl don't know what's
It'll
going on.
record and then I think it'll give it to the professor and the professor is gonna have to
Yeah, but I don't know if
upload.
I should record it to the cloud or thing, but hey, I guess you'll figure that one out. I guess you'll figure that one out. All right, let me just continue where I left off. So it's currently should be recording right now. So when you guys are finished, definitely ask her for the recording. And yeah. All right, so find the slope of the line through, I just have to do everything over. It looks weird now. Find the slope of the line through points 3, 6, and 1. Someone unmute themselves or text it in the chat. What is the formula? Before I even finish this, you guys should always be quick with the formulas, right?
Is that the Y2
Y2, yeah.
minus
One.
Y1 over
Over.
X2 minus X1?
Yes, sir. Ooh, yeah. Ah, I love it. All right. I be excited with math. Y'all bugging if y'all don't love math. But I'm not a nerd though. I just love math.
Math is great until it starts getting confusing and you have to start figuring out all these lines and points and graphing and yeah, no. That's the way I draw the line.
So welcome to when you reach calculus 1. But it's fun though. It's fun. It's a little bit of mixture of 136, but a little bit of spice on it. Just a little bit. All right, what am I doing? All right, so boom, 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 boom. All right, boom. Let me just draw it out. So you guys will always realize anytime I'm writing out a formula or anytime I'm writing out a formula or anytime I'm working on a problem, I always put the formula first. I never ever go straight to the problem unless my formula is written out first. That's just one thing that helped me to secure my A+ in the classes of math, and also secured me as a tutor for other students, because I'm always very I would say anal when it comes on to my formulas being written down. Yo, X, X. Okay, we getting some answers popping through. All right, so first thing first, let's change my color so you guys can see that I'm now starting to work out the problem. So the first thing I want to label is my X, X1, Y1. Okay, we getting some answers in the chat. Loving it. Still gonna work it out, still gonna work it out for those who may be confused and shy to tell me, but it's fine, right? So X1, well, everybody can be wrong at this point. Has to be 2, but I'm still gonna work it out. Y1, Y2, right? So it's gonna be 2 subtract 6, right? Over, right? We have, this is X2, which is 1 subtract 3. So 2, which is our X2 subtract or Y1 and or x2 subtract or x1. Changing the color so you can see them coming to the final answer. So 2 subtract 6 is -4 over 1 subtract 3 is -2 is equal to negative, negative, positive, 2 into 4, 2. Bow, right? So the slope of our 2 points is m is equal to 2. M is equal to 2. So with that being said, anyone have any questions? Everyone seemed like they got that problem quickly, fine and dandy, perfect. I love it. I love it. I love it. But anybody that, you know, didn't really get answer 2, but maybe got a positive, a -2, or anything out of the norm, you guys can unmute yourself, and I can explain it. If we're good, I will definitely move on. Right, nothing is in the chat. Nobody's unmuting themselves. Don't be shy, you know. Don't be shy, because I will explain like one thing like 3 million times, I promise you. If you knew me, like if we were like in Mega Everest and we basically in the learning center, you guys will see like how I'm really like I'm patient with it. So don't be shy. Don't be shy. If so, tag it and I can do it over for you after class. But everyone seemed like they're great, so I'm about to move on. Right? It says, okay, find the equation of the vertical line through the points -1 and 4. Write the equation of the horizontal line through the points. Okay, that was very impactful. I'm going to so I took a picture of who was here before, and then like maybe the last minute of class, I'm gonna take a picture again of who I guess is still here and send it to her. So I'm not sure if your name was in the first set, but I will definitely be sending her a second set. All right. Oh my gosh, this is the most, I think this is the most easiest question in math.
What's the equation for this?
Sorry about that. I was texting professor. Anyways, so yeah, so Emma, I heard you said what's the equation for this? Like I love these type of equation because you never work it out. If you can just remember what's vertical and what is horizontal, it's like the problems come like this, right? So
oh, this is what we did the first question when we had, right?
Remember, vertical line slope is undefined. So basically x would be -1.
Mm-hmm.
So vertical, horizontal.
And y equals 4.
So vertical,
Cool.
Vertical. Is always equal to x. Horizontal, I swear, once you remember that, you don't have to work out nothing. Horizontal is equal to y. So with that being said, if this is x and this is y, this equation is going to be the disrespect x is equal to -1, y is equal to 4. And that's it. That is an equation of the vertical line and of the horizontal line. That's it. Once you remember, V is represented with X, Y is represented with horizontal. You always get these problems correct. I swear, when I see these problems, I'm like, boom. I'd be like, I wish there were like 10 of them on those. Out of what? But it just always be one. Anybody have any questions of how I got my answers? Why is it the answers? Okay.
Oh, sorry. Maybe I'm lost, but I thought it was supposed to be like we were supposed to see like an equation.
This is an equation.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So remember when you're finding like they say find an equation of a line passing through with the slopes, all of that, and your always answer has to be y is equal to mx plus b.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically an equation. So once it's like it's equal to, an equation always have an equal sign. So once it has an equal sign, it's considered an equation. So all they're asking you to find an equation that is a vertical line of these points, an equation of a horizontal. So this is considered an equation because it's equal to 0.
Okay.
No, sorry, not equal to 0. Has an equal sign. My bad.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Are you guys comfortable with write the equation through the points, basically y minus y1. Hold on, let me see this problem before I actually skip it. Oh, this one is actually a very impactful question, so I'm not skipping it. All right, this might be the most work we ever done so far. So this one is a very impactful question, very, very impactful question. You gotta do a little more work than how we normally do. So the first thing you want to do with this one is what?
Label them.
First, let's text it out. So first label. Right, label your X and Y's. So it's gonna be X1, Y1. Well, not really labeled, to actually find the formulas of what you're doing. That's the first thing I would love. But since you said label, we could definitely, that's definitely a plus. And then find out what formulas
And this type of equation is where you have to use the y2, y1, x2, x1, and mx plus b.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Pretty good. So there's two formulas that you're going to use. Y2 right. So everyone's good so far, knowing that, okay, they ask you to find the equation through the points. So this one, whenever they give you the 2 points, you realize that majority of the ones that we're doing, they only gave us 1 point, and then they already gave us the equation to basically work out. With this, when they give you 2 points, you have to realize that you're going to basically find the slope and also put it into the form y equals ms plus b. So find the slope and put it into the form y equals ms plus b. So the purpose of this problem is to find the slope and put it, I don't even know if you can see, put it in, can you guys see over here? Put it, oh well, put it into the form y equal mx plus b. All right, so with that being said, the first thing we start working out is A, right? So y2 is 1, subtract our y1, which is 4, over to x2, which is 4, subtract or 6. So y2, y1, x2, x1. That's gonna be negative, what, 3 over, what's that gonna be? Negative 2. So our m is equal to 3 over 2. Everyone agree with me on that? Everyone got that?
Yes.
I bet. Now, I don't know why I drew so big, knowing that I'm gonna need space. But let me just rub this out and write it a little bit smaller. So once you get your M, you move on to the second part.
All right, I have a question. This is where my it throws me off a little bit. I know you have to do now the mx plus b, and you have to use one of the parentheses. Does it matter which one you use, or should we always go with the first one with 6 and 4?
Personally, I like to go with the first one, but it should not matter which points you use.
Okay.
But I personally like to go with the first points because it just have the 1, x1, y1. That's just me personally, but it shouldn't matter which one you use. So now I'm taking the slope that we got. Y is a slope positive because a negative and a negative, they cancel out. A negative and a negative, they cancel out. Okay. So the slope is positive 3 over 2. And the points we're going to use, and this is just me personally, if you use form 1, it should work out the same exact way, right? Boom. X1, Y1. Now we're going to put it into the form y for mx plus b. You guys can hear my computer dinging?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's annoying. My bad, guys. Let me just mute these chats. I mute one chat and this chat. Go. Can you mute a whole app? That don't make sense, right? All right, let's resume back to the same. So y equal mx. Nah, it's for Telegram. All right, so now we're just gonna plug these answers into our formula, right? So let's go. So now we have y, which is 4, is equal to m, which is 3/2. X, which is 6, plus b.
Let's go ahead and blast this link out, family. I know it's Friday.
Right. So now, as I said, I'm just gonna do it the longer way. So that's gonna be 4 is equal to 12/6 plus b, right? Come up here, that's gonna be 4 is equal to 2 plus b. 18, not 12. What you talking about, Shirley? What you talking about?
12 over the 6. It should be 18. 3 6 is 18.
Oh,
So, yeah.
woo! Appreciate you, Shirley. Well, your boy, I be messing up just a little bit, just a little bit. Appreciate you plugging in. Appreciate you plugging in. 18, right? We're going to get to 18 out here. So that's not going to be 2 anymore. That's not going to be 2 anymore, but it's going to be 3. Right?
3.
No?
Isn't it supposed to be you get 18 over 2? And then you have to divide 18
Oh my
over 2,
gosh, what are we doing?
and it's equal 9.
Appreciate y'all. All right, let me start this problem over. Everybody started to log off like, she's our tutor? No. I've been doing good so far. But yeah, all right, let me plug back in. So 3 times 6 is 18 over 2 plus b. So that's going to be 9, right? We're back on track, guys. You're back on track.
You wrote 16.
Huh?
You wrote 16.
No, I'm sorry. That's an 8. That's an 8.
Okay.
I appreciate y'all. I love it. I love it. It's a little bit hard for me. All right, y'all know it's gonna be 8, right?
Yeah.
Y'all know it's 8. It's kind of hard for me to write 8 with this.
So you don't multiply the 6 by the 2, or it's only the 3?
It's only the 3, because remember there's a invisible 1 here. So 3 times 6 is 18. 2 times 1 is 2. Remember, always a whole number at the bottom. Invisible 1 at the bottom. You get it? The only way you divide 2 by whatever is down here is if there's a different number. If there's a different number other than 1. Now, subtract 9 on both sides. Our final answer for B is -5. Keep the sign of the largest number and then subtract. So that's going to be B. So our final answer now is going to look something like this. So, or it says find an equation. So we got to put it back into the form like MSSB. So it's going to be y is equal to our slope. They didn't ask if it's parallel or perpendicular, so we're putting back the same slope. And subtract our b, which is what we just found, -5. This is our final answer. Despite the little, delays out here, did I explain everything correctly? Did everything break down correctly? Do I have to go for any steps? Did I miss any steps? Are you guys good, calm, and collective? This will come on your exam. So you want to make sure you're very organized with this problem by first finding the slope, right? Making sure that all your signs are correct. This slope was 3/2. Then we find our points. As I said, it really doesn't matter which points you use, you should still get the same answer, but this is just me personally. I love using the first set of points, and then I plug it into the form y for m plus b. So 4 is equal to 3/2 times 6 plus b, remembering that this has a whole number. So it's the top multiplied by the top, the bottom multiplied by the bottom. So 3 times 6 is 18, 2 times 1 is 2. You divide that, you get 9. Now you have to subtract, right? Now you have to subtract your 9 on both sides because we need b to be by itself, right? There, cancel out. Now you have -5 for your b. To get into your final answer, y is equal to 3/2x minus 5. Let's get it. All right, I was just waiting to see if there was any. Normally, this problem, everybody has questions thing. I was just waiting to see if everybody doesn't, but y'all got it. So I'm about to clear this board in 3, 2, 1. Bow. All right, we still live. We still here, right? I know it's in the morning. Y'all get your cup of coffee, y'all tea. We good. We good. Ooh, we got 19 people now. We're still here. Everyone's still alive with me, right? I wonder if y'all at work. It would be so interesting if y'all at work. That would be so lit. I applaud y'all if y'all at work and still plugged in. Let's go. So I know remote learning is terrible sometimes, but I'm doing a pretty good job so far. Alrighty.
I just hate the asynchronous classes.
Hmm?
I just hate the asynchronous classes.
Me too, Corey.
I feel the 18.
No, the asynchronous classes are the only things I hate about this.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh.
Yeah, I agree, Corey. They're the worst.
I often forget about them. I missed a quiz in one class twice because there was a notification on it and people missed it. I missed it. And then it turned out he posted a retest and I didn't even realize until like the day after. Like not even the day after, it was the same day, but it was too late.
I promise you, even if it was in class, you'd have still missed that. It just be like that sometimes. It'd be like that sometimes. I'd be looking like, we had a test? We had a quiz? Yeah, bugging. But sometimes you just always have to like be on. That's what I didn't like. That's one thing that I didn't like when I was in class. I had to like be on Blackboard like every 2 seconds. I'm sleeping and jumping up like, oh my gosh, let me check my Blackboard. Like that's just a little thing I did not like about being in class, that anxiety, always thinking about, you know, tests and stuff like that. But with that being said, all right, all right, so we are doing a lot of equations that we're finding a perpendicular line, we're finding the parallel parallel slope. We're finding a lot of equations. So on your on your test, you realize that it's going to be a lot of things. So if you don't understand now, definitely let me clarify, because the next problem is the same thing that we're going to do, but now we're finding parallel line. So we're finding a parallel line. So write an equation. So hopefully when you guys see our quiz, y'all don't be like, oh my gosh, she never told me this. Like, we're doing a whole session. We're reviewing equation, finding an equation, finding an equation, finding an equation, right? We're just doing it in different forms. So I want somebody other than Emma, Shirley, to give me the answer for this, please.
Sure.
I would love for you to if you guys could do remote learning. Yeah, so you guys can write it on the board. How do you guys feel about that? Somebody participate in writing on the board. I will give you a remote learning. Anybody brave enough? Anybody? Don't all jump at me at once, please.
I'll do it. Can you hear me?
I know y'all want to do it. Who want to do it?
I'll take it.
Who said that? Just write your name in the chat to say me, and so I can put you as remote control. Just saying me. I know I hear something, but okay, cool. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right, so you have the board now. Let's go. Let me put the drawing. So yeah, you can draw. You have remote learning, remote control. Hold on. I'm gonna stop. Can you control it now? It's working. Corey, you having a little trouble? All right. All right. I attempt to do something different, but at least you attempt to work with me. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Let me see if I can get back remote. All right. Appreciate you. You see how difficult it is, right? It is difficult, but we're making it work. All right. Bet. So if anybody have the question, definitely can drop it in the chat. But let's move a little quicker because we're doing the same exact thing, right? Oh, what you could do, Corey, is talk me through it. Walk me through it.
All right, so my menu disappeared and everything, so I couldn't turn on my voice, unmute myself.
All right, walk me through it. Walk me through it.
Okay, so. All right, so first thing we do here is let's try and convert this to y-intercept form, right? So I would subtract the 2x so we can get it over here on the other side.
So I'm gonna change my colors so we all can see what you're saying. So he's subtracting the 2x on both sides.
Which leaves you with 3y equals negative 2x plus 9. So next you gotta divide, here you gotta divide everything by negative 3.
So that's gonna be?
Hold on a second. That's going to be y equals 2/3. Keep forgetting to put my signs on here. Minus negative minus 3, right? What? Am I doing that right?
All right, perfect, perfect. I mean, I
All
don't
right,
see
so
anybody.
negative 2x divided by negative 3x, it becomes a positive, right? Because there's two negatives.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So, all right. So now that we have that, in particular, that slope, since we know that's an inference, and now that we have that, in particular, that slope, we know that the line is parallel, so it has the same slope. So we just got to plug in the numbers here. So we'll have what is 7 equals 2 over 3 times 6 plus b. And 2 over 3 times 6 equals 4. So 7 equals 4 plus b.
Sorry.
Oh, so I was saying, all right, so now that we have that, plug in the numbers. So we got 7 equals 2 over 3 plus b. I mean, well, no, times 6 plus b.
Right.
Which equals 7, which means 7 equals 4 plus b.
So I know how you got the 4, but I'm just gonna write it out for those who give me a little.
It's because I'm cheating with the calculator. So next you gotta subtract 4 on both sides. Which means that 3 equals b.
Let's go. All right, so let's finish it up.
So you get y equals 2 over 3x plus 3.
Let's go. Anybody have any rejections off this? Anybody? Anybody's like, nah, he wrong. Nah, he right. Nah. What we doing? What we doing? Tell me what's up. Tell me what's up. Let me see what the chat's saying. Chat's quiet. So it seems as if you did a pretty good job. Thank you for participating. And I really appreciate that. You did a fabulous job. I don't see anything wrong with this problem. Let's go. I don't see the chat saying, nah, you wrong. Nah, nothing. So you did a marvelous job. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. With that being said, I'm about to move on to this problem. If you guys have any questions, then you take a screenshot. If so, we can move on. I heard someone saying something. No? We good? All right, bet. I'm gonna clear it in 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, clear. All right, so we have 4 more problems. 4 more problems, we have 4 more problems, right? As I said, everything's just repetition. So the last problem that we're going to have is basically finding the parallel slope, right?
Shouldn't we do a perpendicular since we just did a parallel one?
Sorry, perpendicular. Sorry, appreciate you. We're doing a perpendicular. So it says, write the equation. While I'm doing this, anybody want to volunteer to do the Anybody want to volunteer for me? Walk me through this problem. Nobody? Oh,
I can try.
I
don't know
will
if I'm
love
gonna get it
that.
right.
Yes. If
Alright.
you try, I would love that, please.
So I'm going to write the equation 4x plus 3y equals 21. I'm sorry if you hear my cocomelon in the background. That's my son.
Oh, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. The fact that you're on this call, it means even a lot. Because you could have made an excuse like, oh my gosh, I have a son, I can't make it. But the fact that you're still plugged in, I love it.
It's
Alright,
cool.
so
I
I'm
got a
gonna
tiny
get-
human running around too.
I love it.
Gonna get rid of the x. So I'm gonna do negative 4x. And it'll leave me 3y equals negative 4x plus 21. Then I have to divide by negative 3.
Divide by negative 3.
I mean by 3.
Mm-hmm. If they don't put a negative, you don't put a negative.
Y equals negative 4x over 3 plus 21 into 3. I think it's 7.
Okay, cool. You're doing really good so far, really good so far.
All right, so that's, we already have that answer. So then we have to do the mx plus b.
Mm-hmm.
So the passing point is 4 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
So then it'll be y would be 2 equals.
What's my m first?
Oh, your m is gonna be negative 4x over 3.
Is
Sorry.
it? What they ask you for?
Perpendicular. Okay, so you have to flip it around. So it'll be 3 over 4, a positive.
Yes. Just remember, always look to see what they asking for. Always. Because that simple mistake could make you could work this out beautifully, but because you made that simple mistake, you get the problem wrong. And then you type like, oh my gosh, I hate math. And then it's not because you hate math, it's just like, just missed that little problem.
So then is 2 equals 3 over 4 times 4 over 1 gives you gives you 3.
What gives you 3?
When you multiply 3 times 4, that's 12.
Oh, sorry. I'm so used to writing it. I just write it down just for anybody who don't know that they're doing that, but you know it's gonna be 3. Okay, you're doing amazing so far.
Then once you know that it's 3, you have to is 2 equals 3 plus b.
What you gotta do with this?
Where?
Right here.
You have to take away negative 3.
So now b is equal to what?
So hold on. Negative 1.
Yep. And then now
Answer will be y equals 3/4 x minus 1.
your try was amazing. Absolutely amazing. You just got little tiny steps when it came on to remember that it's a parallel. So mark that down, right? Remember that it's a parallel. You have to switch it. But once you remembered, you got it instantly. So that's pretty good. And then right here, you got to get V by itself. So these little 2 marks is what just set you, but everything overall, pretty good. Love it, love it, love it. I see in the chat, they're blowing it up. They're blowing it up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Appreciate you guys. Oh, we're still alive. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, she crushed it. Definitely, definitely. All right. So we have, now we're switching it up. Now we're no longer doing any equation, anything. So do you guys have any questions on equation, parallel, slope, vertical, horizontal, finding the slope, finding the equation of a line, anything? Okay. I'm about to clear the board in 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, clear. All right, so we're moving on to yeah, she crushed that. She was like, I'm gonna try. Came here and crushed it. Pretty simple problem. When you see something like this, all you're doing is just saying, yo, you're substituting. I'm substituting whatever they give right here into this problem. I'm substituting anything that they give right there into this problem, right? So this is the problem. So we have 3, right? We have the x, but instead of putting x, we're going to put that -9.
Sorry, Melissa, what's in front of the X? Is that an F?
Yes, that is an F. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's an F. My measly sad little F. Yeah. Right. We got our 6. We got our -6. Right. Then we have our x again. So, you know, I'm going to plug in what? -9. So if you realize that I didn't change the equation, all I did was wherever I see x, I plugged in 9. That's it. Wherever I see x, I plug in 9. So what you could do is, if you have a calculator, you put it in just like this and you should get the answer. You can't change it, nothing. You have to put it just like that. But for, you know, educational purposes, let's do this. So we're gonna put back the
The
3.
problem with that I found, because I've tested it, is I got 2 different answers when I like worked it out individually, as opposed to just putting the whole thing in there. So the
Yeah,
calculator
it
doesn't
depends.
do
You have to put some
something.
calculators, you have to put it a certain way. You have to put it a certain way to get the right answer. But it just depends on what calculator you have. That's why I like to just work it out manually. It just always works out best for me. So the first thing is you got to work out what's in the parentheses, right? So there is a x, what you call this? Exponent, right? Exponent. There's an exponent. So basically it's saying, okay, -9 times, basically -9 times -9, but you can put in the calculator -9 raised to the power of 2. You should get 81. You should have gotten 81, right? 6 times negative 9, right? Negative 6 times negative 9. You should negative 6 times negative 9. You should have gotten positive 54. Everyone good with me so far, right? And then since we worked out whatever is in the parentheses, we're going to still work out whatever is in the parentheses. I have no clue what is that. I got negative 240,
Negative 243.
243,
Mhm.
243, negative 243. Ow, my butt hurts. I'm sitting down too long. Plus 54. Put that in the calculator. You're supposed to get
Negative 189.
negative 189. Everyone got negative 189 or I'm bugging?
That's correct.
Yeah, I got negative 189. Shirley, how you got negative 187? Ooh. Shirley, check your answer again. But everyone good with this one. Any confusion?
I hate the calculator because in the calculator I got negative 13,122.
It depends on how you put it in. How did you put it in?
I put in negative 3, in parentheses, negative 9 to the second power, negative 6. How is written there?
So what you needed to do was put this in parentheses.
I did. That's what I did.
So you put negative 3 parentheses, open parentheses.
Negative 9. Close parentheses.
Oh, you have 2 double parentheses on both of them?
No, I'll put negative 3, open close, but whatever. I'll put parentheses, the negative 9 in the parentheses.
That's what I'm saying.
Power.
So all right, do this. Put negative 3. Open parentheses. Open parentheses.
Again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Negative 9.
Okay.
Square.
Okay.
Close parentheses.
Okay.
Close parentheses.
Okay.
Subtract 6 times negative 9. Let me see if that works.
Times negative 9?
Times, yeah. So, write it just like this. Negative. Huh?
297.
It give you 297?
Yeah.
How else could you put that? All right, try this one. So negative 3. Sorry. Do open parentheses.
Okay.
Negative 3.
Okay. Do you want me to put the negative 3 in the parentheses?
Yeah, so let me write it again.
Okay.
Let me write it again.
So open parentheses, negative 3.
So open parentheses. Let me see if this one works. Open parentheses, negative 3. Oh, did you put a negative 3? Or you just put a 3?
No, a negative 3.
Okay. That crucial too. So open parentheses, negative. Sorry. Open parentheses, negative 3. Right? Open parentheses, negative 9. Square.
Squared.
Close parentheses.
Okay.
Close parentheses. Subtract 6. Open parentheses, negative 9. Close parentheses. What you got?
297 again.
Okay, I don't know that. I don't know. I don't know.
Hold on, let me see something. Negative.
-9. I don't know.
Yeah. When you do it on the calculator, the negative 243 plus 54, it gives you 189. So I don't understand why he's giving me 297.
Maybe you have to do this first and then do this and then combine them. I don't know. Some calculators is weird. I don't know. All right, we have two more questions. They're pretty easy. We can fly through them and then call it a day. Unless y'all have any questions, wanted me to stay back after class. I have no problem doing that. I'm so happy and grateful. So 3 squared 2x plus 2 plus x plus 5 is equal to -10. And obviously you're solving for x. Right? So first work out anything that's in the parentheses. Bow. So that's gonna give you 3 times 2x, 6x, right? Plus 3 times 2 is 6. And then we write back everything. Everyone good so far? Any questions? We good? So this was the equation. I have to solve in my parentheses first. So 3 times 2x, 3 times 2, right? We got 6x plus 6, then x plus 5 equals 10. Then we're going to group like terms. So group like terms. Right, so when we group like terms, we should get 6x plus x plus 6 plus 5 is equal to -10. So that's going to be what? 7x plus 11 equals -10. We got to subtract 11 on both sides. is equal to negative 21. X is equal to negative. Everyone good on that one? So if you see this, it's pretty simple. Work out what's in the parentheses, group like terms, after you group like terms, finance. I'm about to clear this. 3, 2, 1. I'm about to clear. I'm about to clear. I'm about to clear. Clear. All right. So I don't know if this is 17. I think this is 17. So the last question. This is the last question. Last question, and then we can wrap it up. Last question. So it's going to be 17 is equal to the absolute value of negative 5. Oh, that's the best 5 I ever did. Okay, I'm getting better at this. Boom. So you know the absolute value, you're going to have 2 equations. You're going to have 2 equations. Right? So we're going to have a positive and a negative. So you know this is going to be the same thing without the absolute. And the negative, let me change it to a different color. Instead of having a positive 17, we're going to have a what? Negative 17. With the same thing. Right? Then you solve for C. So we subtract 2 on both sides. Divide by negative 5. Hold on, guys. I gotta mute myself for like 2 seconds. All right, so that's gonna be is equal to negative 5 into 15. So that's gonna be what? Negative 3. And then we do the same thing here. So subtract 2, subtract 2. Negative what, 18?
19.
19, 19, 19, 19. Thank you. 19. Subtract 5. C. Negative 5. That's going to equal to 19 over 5. Everyone go with me on this one?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So with that being said, now that's it. That's it. But sometimes what I like to do is plug these in here because you can't have a negative absolute. But you're not gonna get a negative because negative is a positive 15. So you already know that's already positive. So you already have a positive. So your final answer, y'all already know what this is, right? That little squiggly thing that they be putting on the thingy. How you do that? That thingy? Yeah, that. -3 and 19 over 5. Ew, I'm not giving y'all that. I gotta do perfection now. We gotta finish up strong. Boom. 19 over 5. Bomb. Anybody have any questions on this? So remember, absolute, once you say absolute, you're doing the negative and the positive. The one that's equal, you're not changing anything that's in here. You're never changing anything that's in here. You're just changing what's equal to. So you have a -17 and a +17, and you work it out the same way of finding whatever letter is here. Okay, I don't see anything. Let me check the chats. Let me check the chats. What if the 17 was at the end? What do you mean if it was over here, Shirley? All right, say that one more. Remember, I don't know what you did before when everything was perfect, but do that so I can hear you.
I said,
You're gonna have to text it because your thing is going in and out. If it was over here, that's a question that I asked. No one leaves yet because I need to take the attendance. Please don't leave. I know we had 19 students. Now we have 18. I'm gonna take the attendance right now. Take the attendance.
Thank you so much. No problem. That's what it is. And then I know you got a lot of traders, so just encourage them to do what they do. I'm like, bro, if you're trading, just do a little trading tutorial, like 30, 40 seconds on your page. Like that's literally all you have to do. Because I mean, for example, like Italia, she put a TikTok, like a compound fence on TikTok, right? Like 500 people asked her. Like they were viral, not because, and like I I talk to a lot of the people, like a lot of people in the freeway calls. It's like, yeah, I just like her face, but it seemed like she was just really educated. She wasn't like DM for info. You know what I mean? On the phone, she was like, hey guys, this is day 3 of my contract. As you can see, this is what I'm doing, and by this day, I'm gonna make this much. That's just a trade. That's just a trade. So you got traders, imagine if all the things did something like that.
Yeah, it's the same thing, Shirley. If the 17 was over here, it's the same exact thing. If it's switched, instead of having it equal to over here, but equal over here, you're working it out the same exact way.
Melissa.
Yeah.
Logging off. I have another class in about 5 minutes.
I'm sorry, I can't hear anything that you're saying.
I was saying I'm logging off. I have another class in 5
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah. I'm finished. I'm done. As I said, I just wanted to take attendance. But whoever doesn't need any more help, anybody don't need anything, y'all can go. Y'all can go.
All right, no problem.
All right, thank you. I'll see you guys next week.
All right, bye.
Have a great day. Let's go, let's go, let's go. This was very fun. Appreciate everyone that stayed on and bear with the bad writing, right? The bad writing, but I think we definitely accomplished. So remember, the quiz is open. The quiz is open today. The quiz is open today till Thursday. So definitely come through. Somebody was unmuting themselves. Sorry, I was talking over you. Who was unmuting themselves to talk?
Sorry. I just wanted to know if he was giving tutoring later.
Yeah, I'm doing tutoring right now. Like around like 12 to 1. So basically next 5 minutes. We can just stay on here. I could stop screen recording and we can hop on that. I might just need to get up to stretch because I'm tired. My butt hurt. But we can start.
Melissa.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm going back to the FX, the one that it was like -9. The part it was a -54. So when you do -250.